Good morning and Jai Hind everyone. So today we solve some questions based on the matrix. Okay. So please note it. If A is equal to right, if A is equal to matrix 2 3 minus 3 4, 2 3 minus 3 4, then so that A square minus 6A plus 17I is equal to 0. 17I is equal to 0, and hence find A inverse. And hence find A inverse means A inverse means what? Using this result, you have to find the value of A inverse. Okay. So first of all, you're trying to prove the complete that equation is equal to 0 matrix. Okay. So what you do? First you trying to find the value of A square. So A square can be written as A into A. So you write 2, 3, minus 3, 4 into 2, 3, minus 3, 4. And taking the product of these two matrices, so you applying first row, first column. So 2 to the 4 minus 9. And first row, second column. So you have minus 6, minus 12. Okay. And the second row, first column. So 3 to the 6 plus 12, and here you have minus 9 plus 16, and simplifying it, so you have here you have minus 5, and here 6, so 18, and here you have minus 18, and subtract it, so you have minus 7. So in this way, you have the value of A square. Okay. So A square is given like that: minus 5, 18, minus 18, and 7. Now what you do, here you take the left side. So your left side is A square minus 16 times of A plus 17 into identity matrix. Now putting all its value, so here you have minus 5, minus 18, and 18, and here you have 7. Minus 6 times of A matrix, so you write 2, 3, minus 3, 4, plus 17 times of identity matrix, 1, 0, 0, 1. 1, 0, 0, 1. So you write in this way. Okay. Now simplifying. So you have minus 5, minus 18, 7, minus, here you have 12, and minus 18, 18, 24, plus 17 times 17, 0, 0, and 17. Now check it. What is your result? So if you are taking here minus 7 and minus 12, you have minus 17, and plus 17 is there. So here you have 0, minus 18, and plus 18. So here you have 0, here 0, and yes, 17, and that quantity is 24, and minus 24, so 0. So overall here you have 0 matrix. Here you have 0 matrix. Understand? So in this way, you can prove any matrix equation like that. Okay. And yes, the same type of that is polynomial can be given, that is as the matrix equation, sorry, that be given in a form of same type of results are also there, or in a form of cubic equation, and your matrix A is of order 3 also. So by using the same method you can prove the result. And also here you have to find the value of that means A inverse. So just you see how you applying that means here to find the value of A inverse from the given result. Okay, so finally you have here your result A square minus 6A plus 17 times of identity matrix is equal to 0. You already proved this one. Okay, so what you do here, you applying both side by A inverse, means here you applying A inverse both side. Okay, so your right side is 0, so no need to applying here A inverse. So here you can applying each of the term by A inverse, and by using this property of A inverse you can very easily simplifying it. So you write here the property which you are applying here. So A inverse A can be written as identity matrix. You know this result. A inverse A is equal to I, or sometime if you have any that means operation like that, A into I is equal to A. So using these two property, you can very easily find the value of A inverse. Understand? So what you do, just you write it here. So here you can write, here you have A square, and A square can be written as A into A. So that is equal to A inverse into A times of A. You write in this way, and minus 6 A inverse A, and here you have 17 times of A inverse I is equal to 0 matrix. Okay, so A inverse A is equal to I, so you write here IA, minus here you have 6 times of identity matrix, because A inverse A is equal to I, and A inverse I is equal to 17 times of A inverse, and that is equal to 0. Okay, so what you do here, you have 17 times of A inverse is equal to 6 times of identity matrix minus A. IA is equal to A, so you write here A. Now putting its value, so that is equal to 6 times of 1001 and minus A matrix, which is 2, 3, minus 3, 4. Okay, and simplifying. So that is equal to 6006 minus, here you have 2, 3, minus 3 and 4, and simplifying it, so you have 3 minus 2 is 4, and here you have minus 3 and 0, so here you have 3 and 2. So that gives the value of 17 times of A inverse. So the value of A inverse is equal to 1 upon 17 times of this matrix. Okay, write it. So by using this property, you can very easily find the value of A inverse when the matrix equation is given. Okay, that's why here it is given in the question, and hence find the value of A inverse. So if such type of word and hence is given, so you already that is understood that yes, by using the result you have to prove any required result, whatever. Okay, so yes, in the same way, just I give you some other question by the same method. Okay, so write it. If A matrix is equal to yes, right. If A matrix is equal to 3, 4, minus 2, minus 2, 3, 4, minus 2, minus 2, find x. Find x means here you have to find the value of x such that A square is equal to xa minus 2i, xa minus 2i. Okay, so if A square is equal to xa minus 2i, then you have to find the value of x, first part, and hence find A inverse. Write it. And hence find A inverse. You have to find the value of A inverse also, and hence find the value of A inverse. Yes, find the value of A square and putting all that values here in the matrix equation and trying to find the value of x from that. Okay. Now, if the value of x is obtained, put it again in the given polynomial, that is here matrix equation, and then what you do? Yes, applying both side by A inverse and trying to find the value of A inverse from there. Okay. So yes, trying all of you, and please told me what is your answer. First, you're trying to find the value of x. And told me what is your answer.
So x is equals to 1.
Yes, correct. Absolutely correct. Just trying other. X is equal to 1 is correct. All you are getting.
What, sir?
All you are getting x is equal to 1. Just putting that value of x is equal to 1 in the given equation and then applying A inverse both side. Using that, trying to find the value of A inverse. So if you all have the value as x is equal to 1, now what you do, you again put it in the given equation. So you have a square here, right, in this way. Hence a square is equal to a minus 2i. Now applying a inverse both side. So you write a square into a, yes, right, in this way, a inverse a into a, and here you can write a inverse into a minus 2 times of A inverse I. Here you have I into A is equal to identity matrix minus 2 times of A inverse. Okay. So 2 times of A inverse can be written as I minus A. Yes, putting its value 1, 0, 0, 1 minus matrix A. So you have 3, 4 minus 2 minus 2. Understand? And yes, simplifying it. So here you have minus 2, here you have minus 4, 2, and 1, sorry, 3. Just check it. So what is the value of A inverse? So A inverse can be written as minus 1, minus 2, 1, and 3 by 2. Okay. So in this way, you can very easily find the value of A inverse. Okay, note it. And tally your answer.
Done, sir.
Okay, beta. Thank you. In the same way, if you have a result with a square matrix of order 3, you can also you can simplifying that result. Okay. So because that question is quite lengthy. In assignment, such type of questions are there. Yes, go through it, or any test book you practice on such type of questions also, because that was also asked in your board exams for 4 marks questions. So you can do it by yourself. Okay. So yes, similar type of questions are there, and yes, again, just I am giving you some other question. just trying to solve it. Okay, right. Find the matrix A. Yes, right. Find the matrix A satisfying. Find the matrix A satisfying the matrix equation. Satisfying the matrix equation. And write 2, 3, 1, 2. 2, 3, 1, 2 into A matrix into -3, 5, 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 is equal to 1, 0, 0, 1. That means identity matrix. Here you have identity matrix. Okay. Means the question is you have to find the matrix A which satisfying this given matrix equation. Okay. Now what you do, here you have matrix A which is required. Okay. So here you assume these two given matrix as B matrix and as C matrix. So you write. If you write in this way, suppose here you have B matrix and here you have A which is required, and here you have C matrix, and this matrix is already understood, that is identity matrix, so you write that is equal to I. So here you have BAC is equal to identity matrix, and your aim is to find the value of A matrix. Okay, so no doubt B and C is to be eliminated from left side. B and C is to be eliminated from left side. So what you do, here you have to applying B inverse both side. Understand? So just you write in this way. So you can write B inverse B BAC is equal to B.
Sir, video is paused.
What? Video paused. Okay. Just wait. No?
Sir, it is visible.
Okay. Just wait. So here you applying B inverse both side. So you have B inverse BAC is equal to B inverse of identity matrix, and here you have I. So B inverse of B is equal to identity matrix A into C is equal to, here you can write B inverse. B inverse. Now I times of AC, that means no doubt here you have AC matrix. So here you applying C matrix, but that C matrix is that means suffix, not prefix. Here you can write AC into C inverse. You write applying in this way, AC into C inverse. So in the same pattern here you can write B inverse C inverse. B inverse C inverse, and C of C inverse is equal to identity matrix. So here you have A matrix is equal to B inverse into C inverse, and that is your first equation. That is your first equation. So in this way, here you have first equation. Now you trying to find the value of B inverse and C inverse from these two given matrices, put it there, and taking the product of it, you will have the value of A. Okay, so do it by yourself, trying to solve it. So right here, B matrix is given as here 2, 3, 1, 2. Now what you do, here you taking the determinant of B matrix. Determinant of B matrix is equal to 4 minus 3 and is equal to 1, and that is not equal to 0, so you can say B inverse exists. B inverse exists. Now find the cofactor of each element of matrix B, determinant of B. So you write B11. So B11 is equal to 2. B12 is equal to -3. B21 is equal to -1, and B22 is equal to 2. B22 is equal to 2. You write all the cofactors of B matrix. Now the value of adjoint of B. So right here, adjoint of B is equal to, yes, taking the transpose of this matrix. So 2 minus 3, 2 minus 3, and here you can write minus 1, 2. Minus 1, 2 in this way. Yes. So that gives the value of adjoint of B matrix. So the value of B inverse is equal to, yes, right, adjoint of B upon determinant of B. So that is equal to 2 minus 3 minus 1, 2. So in this way, you have the value of B inverse. Now, in the same way, you find the value of C inverse also. Yes, are you noted the left side portion? Because I erased it.
Yes.
Okay. So, yes, right. In the same way, C matrix. Yes, C matrix is equal to minus 3, 5, and 2 minus 3. Determinant of C is equal to 9 minus 10. So that is minus 1. That is not equal to 0. So you can say C inverse exists. So C11. So C11 can be obtained. That is equal to minus 3. C12 is equal to minus 5. C21 minus 2. And C22 is equal to minus 3. So adjoint of C can be written minus 3, minus 5, minus 2, minus 3. So C inverse is equal to, yes, you change the sign. First you write the formula, adjoint of C upon determinant of C, and is equal to 3, 5, and 2, 3. 3, 5, 2, 3. So in this way, you have the value of B inverse and C inverse. Now putting all that result in equation 1, so you have the value of A matrix. So 1 implies A matrix is equal to B inverse C inverse. So you write its value 2 minus 3 minus 1, 2 into C inverse value 3, 5, 2, 3. 3, 5, 2, 3. Okay, now taking its product. Yes, so applying first row, first column. So you have 6 minus 5. First row, second column. So you have 4 minus 3. And second row, first column. So minus 9 plus 10. And second row, second column. So you have minus 6 plus 6. So here you have 1, 1, 1, 0. So 1, 1, 1, 0 is the value of A matrix. Understand? So in this way, you can find the values of a known matrix if the matrix equation is given. Okay. So here, I think almost you solve such type of questions, and all the other questions are of same type. So you can do it very easily. There is no any questions which are okay. So here I start other topic which is solution of system of linear equation. So you write next heading, solution of system of linear equation. And suppose if you have a linear equation in 3 variables, so no doubt 3 equations are there. Okay, So here you assume it, and by the help of matrix method, how you can find the values of unknown quantity, that means x, y, z, or if you have a system of linear equation in two variables, then how you can apply it. Okay, so you know no doubt if you know the method of three variables, so two variable is very, that is easy to applying it. Understand? So sometimes 6 mark questions are there in your exam. By the help of your by matrix method, solve for x, y, and z. Okay. So here you suppose the method, how you, that means find its value. So first you assume, let the system of linear equation is given as a1x plus b1y plus c1z is equal to d1, a2x plus b2y plus c2z is equal to d2, a3x plus b3y plus c3z is equal to d3. Here you have three equations in three variables. Okay. Now, these three equations can be very easily converted in the form of matrix. In the form of matrix. So what you do, your first matrix is formed by taking the coefficients of all the variables. Understand? In the same order. So you can write it as A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. And yes, your second matrix is the column matrix formed by the variable. So here you have variable x, y, z. So here you form a column matrix which is taken as x, y, z. So your second matrix is x, y, z, and is equal to your third matrix is the matrix of column, that is constant term. You write here d1, d2, d3. Means the above system of linear equations can be represented in a form of matrix also. So here you can, if you are simplifying it, you have the same result. So if you are applying, that is, if you are taking first row and first column and taking the sum of the product of its corresponding elements, yes, you have the same equation. In the same way for second row and third row. That's why you can say you can write it in a matrix form, and yes, I named it. So that is equal to ax is equal to b. You write in this way. So here you have the system of linear equation which is in a form of ax is equal to b, and your aim is to find the value of x. Okay, x matrix. You have to find the value of x matrix because this x matrix is what? Yes, the column matrix x, y, z. So what you do here, you have applying the same concept which you applying here in previous question. So you apply multiplying both side by a inverse. So what you have a inverse a into x is equal to a inverse of b. A inverse of b. So you have x is equal to a inverse b. That is your solution. So in this way, if you follow this rule, x is equal to a inverse b, you will have your result. Means by comparing, you can very easily find the value of x matrix. Understand? Note it. So this is the process by you can find the unknown quantities from the system of linear equation. So no doubt, if you have a system of linear equation, so there be a possibility that yes, the equations are consistent or inconsistent. Means it had unique solution, no solution, or infinite many solution. So what are the consistency or the criteria for checking all the consistency or inconsistency of the equations? Yes, you note it with the help of chart. I discuss it. Yeah, this is your last topic of matrix and determinant. Yes. So here you see that in this process where you find the value of a known quantity matrix X, uh, in that the value of A inverse is required. The value of A inverse is required, and A inverse can be obtained for those square matrix only which is non-similar. So no doubt, if determinant of A not equal to 0, then A inverse exists for all the square matrices. But what happens if determinant of A not equal to 0? Means if determinant of A not equal to 0, then you can say the solution is consistent. The solution is consistent means unique solution is that. Okay, unique solution. You have unique solution. But if determinant of A not is equal to 0, then A inverse does not exist. A inverse does not exist. Then to solve such type of equation is different. Okay, so write it. So first of all, what you do, you find the value of determinant of A. So there are two possibilities. There are two possibilities here. First one, determinant of A not equal to 0. If determinant of A not equal to 0, then you can say A inverse exists. A inverse exists. So in this case, A inverse exists and the solution is unique solution. Unique solution. So here you have unique solution. Understand? Now, if determinant of A equal to 0, then you can say A inverse does not exist. If determinant of A equal to 0, in that case, A inverse does not exist. Then what you do, in that case, you find the value of adjoint A into B. If the value of determinant of A not equal to 0, in that case A inverse does not exist. So you find the value of adjoint A into B. So here again you have two possibilities. Here you have two possibilities. So what is that? A adjoint A into B not equal to 0. If adjoint of A into B not equal to 0, then you have no solution. Yes, right here, no solution. Not equal to 0, so you have no solution or the equations are inconsistent. Okay, but if you have adjoint A into B is equal to 0, so it may be inconsistent or consistent. So in this case you write it may be consistent or inconsistent, means it have infinite many solution or no solution. There are two possibility again for this condition adjoint A into B is equal to 0. You write it if the questions are there are seen for that type of that is condition adjoint A into B not equal to 0. I discuss it. Sure, I will discuss it. How you verifying that it is no solution or infinite many solution. Okay. So you write it. In this case, yes, it may be infinite many solution or no solution. Understand? So there is the Cartesian, that is a criteria for checking the consistency or inconsistency of system of linear equations. Okay, noted. So here we have 5 minutes time. So Yes. Check it how you solve the system of linear equations. So first you practice on a 2 variable, and then we go through 3 variable question which was asked in 6 marks. Okay. So generally in 6 mark question, questions are very easy, no doubt. But uh, what are the common mistake where the students can mistake it? Okay, mistakes in questions, common error, that is known as common error. So generally the mistakes are in finding the cofactors of the element. Understand? So be careful while finding the cofactors of each of the element of that means determinant. Understand? And then if your all cofactors are correct, so no doubt your solution, that means the values of x, y, z, all are surely you are getting your value, correct value of x, y, z. Otherwise, yes, your marks are deducted in that case. Okay. Right, using matrices, write the question, next question. Using matrices, solve the equations. Using matrices, solve the equation 5x minus 7y is equal to 2, 7x minus 5y is equal to 3, is equal to 3. By using matrix method, you have to solve the system of linear equation. So what you do, yes, you write in this way. First you represent the given matrix in a form of, that means matrix. Represent it in a form of matrix. So that can be written as 5, 7, minus 5 into column matrix xy and is equal to 2, 3. You express that in a form of matrix, and that is equal to ax is equal to b. You write in this way, ax is equal to b, and write the value of ax and b matrix here. So write where a matrix is 5, 7, minus 7, minus 5. X matrix is column matrix, which is xy, and b matrix is equal to